I want to give you a very simple formula for how to succeed in marriage, and it is very simple. If you have biblical relationship skills, good relationship skills, plus realistic expectations, you're going to make it in marriage. A lot of people are just very fearful of marriage these days. It's why the marriage rate is the lowest in American history, 49.7%. In 1930, it was 83%. So fewer adults are getting married today than ever before. People are waiting longer to get married. And many people are living together rather than getting married because they just have so much anxiety of, if I get married, is it going to work? You know, you have to admit, if 50% of the airplanes that took off crashed, you would have anxiety concerning flying. And 50% of marriages failing means that a lot of people have anxiety related to getting married. But understand, I want to say something to you. You need to listen to me because I know this now. You have a 100% chance of success in marriage if you do it God's way. Did you know that? And it's easy to do it God's way. God's way is not difficult. It's not mysterious. I didn't know God's way when we got married, and we almost divorced because we just didn't know what we were doing. But God's way is very fair. It's very easy, and anyone can do it, but we just need to understand it. And so again, biblical relationship skills plus realistic expectations mean we can make it in marriage. This message is about realistic expectations. We have to get our minds right in order to succeed in marriage, because disappointment is the #1 reason for divorce. You know, people say that money is the #1 reason that people divorce, or sex, or communication, or something like that. It's not true. Disappointment is the reason for divorce. What the devil wants us to do is to come into marriage with rose-colored glasses on, with unrealistic expectations, so he can kill us with a broken heart. That he can just, break our hearts. And through disappointment and just through having all of our expectations go unmet, that ultimately we give up, not because, there's anything unusual happening, but it's just so different than what the expectations that we had. But God's way is to prepare us for reality right up front so that we don't get disappointed and so that we can make it. When you get your expectations realistic, you can succeed in marriage. You need to tell your spouse, I'm committed to this marriage. When I said for better or for worse, I meant for better or for worse. A lot of people say that in their marriage vows, but they really don't mean it. What they really mean is, well, I'm committed, but let's just see how things go. No, you've got to have a tough mind to get married, and you've got to have a buyer's mentality that says, I'm an owner. I don't have one foot out the back door. I'm not going to see how things are going. I'm in this thing to keep. For keeps. And when you have that tough-minded mentality that we're talking about, that just simply says, I know that we're going to have to go through issues. I know that we're going to go through problems, but we're going to get out on the other side. The people that don't make it in marriage are the people that come in with, rose-colored glasses and the happily ever after mentality, that really believe that there's such thing as a marriage, that you don't have to go through issues and problems and things like that. In Hollywood, to some extent, they foster that mentality, with this happily ever after kind of a deal. But I just tell you right now, it doesn't work that way. There's not one great marriage, and this is what I do with my life. And I'm telling you, I've seen thousands and thousands and thousands of marriages. Every great marriage is a marriage where two people have been in the trenches together. They've gone through all kinds of problems together, but they stayed committed, and they come out as best friends and soulmates on the other side. Don't you ever believe that you can, get online and find your soulmate and live happily ever after just because you match in all the categories. That doesn't happen. In every single relationship, there's going to be a cost. You're going to have to commit and roll up your sleeves, and you can succeed in marriage. And just because you're having problems does not mean you married the wrong person. Just welcome to the human race. God is there with you. You stay committed, and you'll have a lasting, wonderful relationship. I hope this program today is an encouragement to you. That's why we come to you. And we are only able to come to you because of a special group of people called our Rock Solid Partners, who stand with us every month with their monthly giving. And because of that, we're able to come to you right now. We're able to go across America and around the world, literally helping millions of people to thrive, not just succeed, but to thrive in marriage with this kinds of information. You need the right information, and with that you can succeed. And for our rock-solid partners, just for that group of people, we have a special resource that we produce every month, and it's Karen and me. It's the best of our marriage teachings, of my teachings and sermons and things like that. It comes automatically to you every month with notes that you can sit down as a couple and have, a date night and have a monthly devotional of building your marriage. Every month. You don't have to go looking for it. It comes to you when you become a rock-solid partner. I want you to become a partner with this ministry, and I want you to receive this special resource every single month, and here's how you can do it.
Take a stand for your marriage and become a rock-solid partner today. Join at the $14 level and you'll receive online access to the Dream Marriage Library with a new message each month. At the $28 level, you'll also receive each month's lesson on CD and DVD. And join at the $56 per month level and we'll add exclusive partner perks, including invitation-only access to live phone seminars and exclusive Marriage Today events. Become a rock-solid partner today. Thank you for joining us. Partner with Marriage Today and receive the series, Our Secret Paradise. Marriage Today's latest book, Happy, Happy Love, will supercharge your marriage with practical tips, wisdom, and inspiration for every stage of marriage. Visit happylovebook.com. Follow your interests and get social by connecting with Jimmy and Karen and the Ministry of Marriage Today on Twitter. And don't forget, become a rock-solid partner and receive the Dream Marriage Library. There's a rock-solid partner level to fit every need.